Hello and welcome to the Pod Daddy Podcast, episode 28, with me, your daddy, Daddy Randy, and with my fellow daddy, Daddy Pie.
Daddy Pie.
Well, how have you been this past few weeks?
Well, have I been very good? How about have you have been?
I've been great. I ended up watching, a couple of things. A little, something a little odd, a little weird. Something about a book you might have heard of. It's called Shams al Ma'arif.
Wait, no fucking way. I was watching a story about it yesterday.
Wow, that's very peculiar.
Very. And not
You
at all
see-
scripted.
Okay. No,
I'm joking. But I did actually was watching about it yesterday from a YouTube channel called Let's Talk About Religion or Let's Talk Religion.
oh my god. I watched that channel. I just watched it.
Are you kidding me?
No. And I like that guy.
Same.
This Let's Talk Religion is a YouTube channel about I think he is a Swedish person who has he went into higher education with his specialty being religious, Islam, all the weird stuff. He really talks about things no one talks about today. Sufi Islam, all the weird scholars out there and the goofy stuff. But yeah, this was a recent topic that no one really talks about. Turns out it's just some dude from Algeria who just wrote down this book, and it's weird seeing things from the perspective of a medieval scholar living. I think living in Algeria. He was definitely born there.
He was born there, yes.
Yeah, he had these weird views on religion. Sufi Islam was a very spiritualistic, non-materialistic form of religion. They really thought that, the names of God had superpowers somehow. And, a couple of weird things caught my attention about this book. How about, mostly you do weird religious rituals to get pussy.
I have not reached that far in the video.
Oh.
Well, do explain.
I don't remember the details, but some things you can do partially makes you attracted by women, in the eyes of women.
Okay. Do you know how to do that? Because, I found a little bit of difficulty in that department.
Oh, well, you can watch the rest of it. I don't really remember the details. If there are any details I remember, it's the fact that you write down the name of God 100 times under the soil and put it under the soil so your harvest can be better. It's a lot of hocus pocus, really. I'm actually quite disappointed because this book is supposed to be so
Evil.
terrifying.
I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be very terrifying and very evil, and whoever has it or owns the book, bad misfortunes and mishaps will happen to him. Like, the poor guy might even die.
Yeah.
Or
And-
woman. We do discriminate, but still.
Yeah. Women can die too.
Exactly.
I will seek to it myself if I have to.
I shall accompany you in your journey, sire.
And that would be a great day.
It shall be. But yeah, as we were saying about Shams al-Ma'arif, it's quite the book that sometimes I get disappointed from because they say it's hard to have. Like it's a book that very difficult to own. But yet some people have it and they get arrested, then the authorities take it, and then another group of people just come along and take it. Like, how does it end up with people if it's with the authorities?
I don't know, but and I'm not sure about the question I'm about to ask her. Isn't there an online copy of this stuff?
Oh yeah, there is, but if you Google it or search for it, you might go to jail for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're really strict about that thing. But it's online somewhere. You can find it if you want.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, but for the most part, yeah, Shams al-Ma'arif is a beautiful book. Would not recommend.
No.
Or would recommend if you're trying to get some puss.
Yeah, and growing up, halfway through the early 2000s and maybe even 2010s. Nah, I don't think anyone spoke of it in the 2010s. But anyway, you keep getting stories about people trying to read the book and maybe weird shit happening to them. I know a family member who is not really that close to me. He either knows someone or he himself has tried to read the book. No, he knows someone who tried to read the book. And, because this is an outlawed book, he tried to read it in a secluded area, let's say.
All right.
Where not a lot of people go to. And while reading...
I'm sorry, but I just can't imagine like him entering Starbucks, just ordering some frappuccino latte stuff, and he's like, oh yes, that'll be for me, thank you. And he just like grabs this fucking book, puts it on the table, and just like opens it and curses the whole place.
I don't know. I feel like the disrespect to the book alone is gonna get him cursed alone.
Yeah, going to Starbucks to read me a bitch. I'll show you what. I'll show you a little something.
What the fuck is a frappuccino? You trying to curse me, motherfucker?
What you were saying, yes?
Yeah, the guy tried to read the book in a secluded area. And all it took was for him to hear something. Just something in the distance. Didn't know what it was, and he just ran. He left the book behind and just ran away like I don't know like a what, but he definitely ran.
Like a free man.
Like a free man. Like a mentally retarded child who has been told to run by his mother.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest David Gump.
That's the man.
Yeah.
But did he come back for the book?
Forrest Gump? No, I don't think so.
Oh no, you're relative.
The guy's friend. Nah, he just left that shit behind.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, when a book is notorious for being terrifying, the slightest bit of stimulation in your brain is gonna make you run like a maniac.
I do agree on that part.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm in a secluded area, just walking and I hear my own farts, I start running like a maniac.
Yeah. Mainly because of the smell, but...
That too, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a thing. Well, that I've heard so many stories about the book Shams al-Ma'arif where people read it in mountains where they believe that the demons, jinn, and everything that we can't see lives there, and they come in contact with you. Sometimes people just don't come back after reading it in mountains. But what I want to know is how scary is that book for people not being able to finish it till the end? Like, seriously, people just read 3 pages of that shit and they just give up. Like, Stephen King needs to upgrade his horror telling stories.
Yeah. Look, man, he's got nothing on some medieval scholar who's trying to... I call him a scholar. It's weird. He wrote multiple books, but...
Call him a poet.
Yeah, it's a ritual book. It's a weird ritual, get what you can out of it book.
Exactly, pussy. You can get pussy. one
Yeah.
day Jessica's like, John, I don't know what happened, but I'm suddenly attracted to you. Really? That's weird. Oh my god. Like the day before, he's floating in his room with goats around him and blood, and you know, that's how you get pussy.
Yeah, he was having a full exorcist moment the day before.
Exactly. Well, speaking of exorcism,
Go on.
well,
Go on.
I forgot the joke. Fuck it. Do carry on.
Oh, exorcism jokes.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
What a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh well. Bit of a weird tangent. I didn't think I'd be talking about this, even though I just watched the video on it. But yeah. I've watched some things, a few things. The Boys. I've recently finished that as well.
He didn't mean as the group The Boys, where he just meant the show.
Yeah.
So
Of
no one gets
course.
confused.
And I'm just gonna say that finally I know where that meme is from. That one meme.
Which one?
That the very last 2 minutes of the show. Like the last 2 minutes of the last season.
Season 3?
Yeah.
Damn, you reached that far, huh? Damn, that was quick,
Yeah.
man.
I know, it's insane. I watch things I like. I make time for it.
What was it?
I'm trying not to spoil anything here, but remember the musical instrument? I don't know which one was it. What do you call it? Cello? No. It's when Homelander is smiling in the meme.
Oh, he's like, all right.
Yeah.
Everyone's cheering, but yeah.
Finally got to the bottom of that.
Yeah, same here. Once I reached it, I was like, there it is. It's like
Yeah.
finding the G-spot, or finding Waldo, or finding your uncle behind you. Ah, there it is.
Yep.
Thanksgiving is upon us, and I'm getting a lot of flashbacks, like Vietnam flashbacks. So
If finding Waldo was somehow training for me to find the G-spot, I would have cared.
that actually makes sense.
Yeah, but since there's no confirmation on that matter, I'm not gonna find Waldo. He's gonna need to find himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If she's gonna leave me for a black Waldo, I mean, fuck it. I tried my best as a white Waldo.
Yeah. A black Waldo is the Waldo you don't want to find.
Depends. Are the lights on?
Yeah. Maybe.
Then you'll find him.
Oh god.
Yeah, that took a turn. So yeah, speaking of The Boys, you watched it. I'm glad you're a man of intellect and man of culture.
Thank you.
Yes. Have you seen the Hero-gasm episode? What do you think of it? Of course you've seen it. What do you think of the Hero-gasm episode?
Well, a lot of gasms were happening. A lot of weird shit. Of course, this is what would happen in real life if people had weird superpowers.
True. Yeah, it's a very accurate show, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first episode from the first season where the characters enter a place, and in that place there are two people hovering and fucking. And the first thought I had in my mind, was that's a sex chandelier. And I'm proud of it.
I am too. I'm just proud how a human mind just was able to write all of that.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's the kind of I don't know if I want them to up the ante. It's a little too much on everything, really. It's kind of like I mean, I'm trying to compare it to Vikings, but that's its
You can't.
function.
You
Yeah,
can't.
and they're somewhat similar in that at some points I thought, okay, maybe you don't have to be that much fucked up. But when it came to Viking, they won when it came to blood and gore
Oh, of
and lust.
course. No, of course, man. Especially Iva the Boneless.
Yeah.
That
Well,
motherfucker's a crippled, retarded bastard that I love.
yeah. Yeah. Simply that kind of guy. Also trying not to spoil that show.
We're all trying not to spoil nothing.
Yeah. And I'll just say that he had his first blood very early on in his life.
I envy him very much.
Yeah.
Well, though this week was actually filled for me with like the coincidence that just happened. Both of us watched Shamsamad this week, and I've also been watching biblical accurate angels and biblical accurate demons. Which I might say that the angels are more terrifying than the demons in the Bible when accuracy enters the chat.
Yeah. It's it gives them this authority, the way they are described.
I mean, aren't angels supposed to be very divine, very lovely, and I just don't understand what was going on when accurate angels were described in the Bible, because they're only filled with eyes. There's nothing else, just eyes. Like angels are just eyes.
Eyes, rings.
Oh, the wings, yes, but mostly the eyes. It's weird, especially when there's a lion floating around the chair of God in heaven with other accurate angels. But this lion has wings, and on every minute part of that body has eyes just staring at you and floating.
Yeah, when those disciples wrote each individual Bibles, they must have known what it feels like to take LSD.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or mushrooms or acid.
Yeah.
At one point, I'm pretty sure the book of Enoch or the book of John, one of them popped a perk, and went retarded.
Yeah.
Bro, the accuracy is just weird, and I think it's John, the book of John, where he was just like scrolling, walking. I might be mistaken with this one, but he was walking, and then he was like hearing some noises, and he's like, "Hey, John." He's like, "Wait, who's talking to me?" And then he finds out that the Lord is talking to him. So he was walking, and then the Lord was like, "Hey, hold on, I'm gonna pick you up, gonna get you to heaven, and show you a couple of things about doomsday." And he came back to Earth, and he was like, "All right, I gotta warn people. I gotta write a book." And a couple of thousand of years later, people are saying that John was actually a mistype or miswritten character while people were writing down the Bible. And one of them saw this miswriting name, and they're like, "Huh, well, all right. I should not question this thing. I should carry on copying what's written in front of me." And that's how the Book of John became a thing.
Yeah, that sounds about it.
Which is weird because there's no person in the Bible history where Christians and Jews were one. Was John ever mentioned? Because he just became a character that just like popped up suddenly,
Yeah.
So yeah, the accurate demons are actually they look more friendly than the accurate angels in the Bible, which was mind-boggling for me.
Yeah. I forgot what. Okay, I'm trying to remember. When a company tries to put on advertisements, they have a specific department for it. PR,
Could
is
be.
it? Yeah. Perhaps if you want to go down this logic of angels being more terrifying and demons being more friendlier in their looks, you could say that maybe is because they're trying to have their own PR stunt by looking friendlier. They're trying to advertise themselves to humanity.
Beelzebub must look very beautiful in those advertisements.
Yeah. Of course, I'm just connecting dots I don't think about normally, or even associate with.
Oh, no one does. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm just connecting very vague dots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all there is out of this conversation is, look how those biblically accurate angels, look at how wonky they are.
Exactly. Do not think we are very religious, ladies and our gents and
Yeah, even though
non-binary friends.
this entire podcast almost has been religious in nature.
Yeah, episode 28.
Yeah. But I still have this one thing that's gnawing within me, and I must share it.
Do share.
Fuck Snapchat. Just fuck it.
You heard it here first.
I'm done with it trying to tell me that I have a new friend suggestion almost every 2 hours of the day.
Holy crap.
Fuck them people. Maybe I don't want friends on Snapchat. God.
Hey, what's a man gotta do to not have friends on Snapchat? I get it.
I was actually thinking about deleting the app so I can move on with my life.
But then how would you know that that's where I post a new episode is coming out?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
No, well, you're right.
Well,
now I have more reasons to stay.
Exactly, and sometimes I post nudes.
Okay, now I'm listening.
Alright, so from time to time I tend to go a little bit berserk and start posting nudes for very close people on Snapchat. And you are one of them, but maybe you have not received them, Saya?
Well, we'll see. I haven't been checking.
Well, keep your phone beside you, and someday you shall find one as a gift.
Damn.
Yes. But, until then, yeah, this is 28.